All right, guys. I'm Texas Warrior, and today I just got the time down on Shadow Mordor's The Bright Lord down to 4440. Got sub 45 for the first time earlier today, and right now I'm just going to be doing a run. It's going to be more relaxed. It's going to be more just running the game and breaking it down, how to do this run, and where can we make improvements. I'm not going to be running it entirely the fastest. More so talking as best I can, trying to break down all the mechanics in this run. So let me just get this out of my way. So here at the start, it takes about 40 seconds or so before we even get in. Just be mashing escape. It's about 10 seconds from that dialogue to the next. Mash escape, get through it. This is going to load up. We're immediately going to be hitting spacebar because we're going to get a dialogue pop up. We're going to aim in, another pop up, and then go into the ring with R2 to give you this slowdown, give you infinite arrows so you can kill everything. And we're slowly backing up as we kill everyone, and because we want to be moving towards the direction we're going and towards that wall that we want to jump over. We're going to aim right up here at this guy. We're going to shadow brand him. We're going to crouch, stealth brand this guy, which these spawns are randomized. They're not always consistent. So that's something that needs to be known when doing this run in particular. Because a lot of this, you have to just pay attention to where they spawned. And it just depends, honestly. Like here, I'm going to go ahead and bail on them over there. And we're going to take off and run this way. Because we're wanting to get over this way as fast as we can. Mainly because the chieftain that we're trying to go for spawns over here. So we're wanting to head in this general direction as best we can. And we're going to hit once and brand. And most of that is just paying attention to where they spawn and just trying to go through that the fastest. There's no real great trick to how to do it besides, making sure to have a consistent balance of your shadow brands and normal stealth brands, and occasionally having to use combat brands. So for the first captain, we're going to use the power of the ring because it slows down time, gives us a infinite number of executions for the duration, and we're going to immediately brand there because it cancels the animation for that fight. So if we execute, we have to go through the entire animation of him being killed. If we brand, then the animation immediately ends. So we want to brand in those situations. The flash brand, which is your R for PC, and it really helps make the time a bit better because you aren't having to wait on the animation, wait on anything. So we're actually doing pretty well considering this is a tutorial video. Run, you want to jump out at an angle, try and get as much distance in this direction as possible before running on forward. So you're going to come down to this last one, cut in, and then hop over the rock. Then aim up here. He's usually right there. And you want to hit Z for that one and do the shadow strike. You don't want to do the shadow kill, though, because that one's the one with the shortest animation for it. And basically just going to want to jump straight out and straight down and run out to the next level. So this one I've pathed pretty well. Basically, immediately just want to shadow brand to the next guy. We are going to immediately start tapping spacebar or start trying to roll. to do the animation cancel before moving up to this guy. We aren't going to get the animation cancel on him, unfortunately. But drop down, climb up the wall, and we're going to want to come to the edge here, crouch, and unfortunately we messed up there because we went over the wall and dropped, like, hung on the wall. You don't want to hang on the wall there. You just want to hit crouch right before you get to the edge and hit E to do a drop down brand, a brand from above, basically. Instead of death from above, we're branding. Flip over him. We're tapping spacebar throughout all this to try and save as much time as we can with the animation cancels. So this one here, you only need to run across, pulling back in an angle. We're going to roll twice in order to get to this guy. To get just the right angle to go to him. Roll, come to the very edge, crouch, and brand from above. We are now at 9 arrows, which is incredibly important for this run. So we now are at 6, because every time you use Shadow Brand, it uses 3 arrows. And if you use the normal... if you use Shadow Strike and Shadow Kill, it uses 2. Right here, we're going to immediately roll, try and animation cancel, and immediately get on the wall, climb up, and climb up. So here, we still have 3 arrows left going into this area. Every time you use the ring, it refreshes your arrows. So it makes it where, in a lot of situations, you don't have to worry as much since it refreshes your arrow count. So here, we want to brand him so he will distract them. Immediately hit 2 to start the power of the ring. And start using our abundance of executions on this guy to kill him. And one more time to get him in range. And we're going to flash brand. Again, because it immediately goes to the cutscene. There's no animations we have to watch. There's no issues with it. It just goes straight to the animation. Or like straight to the cutscene. Which you can't skip the cutscenes, unfortunately. Some you can. Like the very start cutscenes, you can skip by mashing escape. And some cutscenes later on you can as well. This cutscene, you can't. Basically, you mash space and escape. When it pulls you into the menu for the tower. So here we are. We're gonna immediately fast travel to back to the tower we were just at. Drop down, and we're gonna run forward and do exactly what we did last time. Except we're not gonna go for the guy. We're gonna go over here. We're going to use this wall and jump over to keep our speed, and start the next mission here. So this mission, you have to have 50 Uruks die. And not to you. They have to kill each other. So usually you immediately want to aim over here, brand to any of the 4 guys. It doesn't matter which. Because, you know... and we're just wanting to brand as many people really quickly is the whole goal. And I'm actually going to Shadow Strike over here because I want to keep my hit meter. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So, right there, we're wanting to use our combo because, so whenever you Wraith Flash or Flash Brand with the R, you only get 1 arrow. However, whenever you normally brand someone with Combat Brand with Combat Brand, you get 4. So one of the main things to do is to be able to balance those 2 so you always have abundance of arrows to where you can move about as you need to. Also, we're going to get that guy up top because we want someone with the air advantage. Can you, like, E like I'm telling you to? Oh my god. That's just a little... Alright, we're going to get a little... thing. Don't really care. Gonna brand these 2 guys, and we're gonna run back over there though, because we want to keep them in line. That archer, I think, what I'm wanting to do. We're gonna brand him. Just try and get as many people as we can on our side because we just want them to fight. We don't care if it's our guys that we brand that are dying or theirs. As long as Uruks are dying, we don't care. So we don't want to brand everyone because of this, but we want to brand important people like the guys with the shields, the spearmen, the archer up top, and stuff of that nature. Because we want them fighting, we want them going at it, but we gotta make sure that, you know, there's reason for them to fight. So we want to keep the numbers relatively equal for the most part. I'm gonna flash brand here because I don't really care about my arrows. All right, we're gonna want to go through the side door here because of where he spawned. So that it just depends on where they spawn. You're just wanting to brand as many people as possible, but leave like about 50-50 majority for any group of enemies because you don't care who dies, but you just want them to fight in as many die as possible. We're immediately going to use the ring because we don't want to get into the animation cutscene of him, you know, yelling at us, and it usually will cost us 10 to 15 seconds if he does. So we're going to use the ring. Unfortunately, our ring is not showing how much time it has left on it, which is unfortunate. But we do know that it was close to ending, so we're immediately going to flash brand. Now, it doesn't actually brand them there, so that's something that we need to take into account. However, what we're going to do there is stay close enough to him and also stun all the enemies because there is a slim chance that it throws you into a cutscene with them if they're not stunned in some way. So, yeah, that main thing we're doing there, and it honestly helps quite a bit. So, surprisingly, I'm actually on a pretty fast pace compared to what I literally just did as world record like earlier today. And like, I'm mainly just trying to do this as a tutorial instead of actually super trying hard. However, if it works, it works. Anyways, we're going to run this direction. We're going to start moving towards tools for the task mission. And we're not going to get a lucky Caragor spawn, but honestly, I kind of prefer when we don't. Just because of how much... because whenever the Caragor does luckily spawn, I always tend to not get any distance for it. So we're going to hold spacebar up until we get to here. Then we're going to let go and just calmly walk around. Walk past it, hit control, drop right onto the mission start, and hit control to start the mission. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to hit shift to crouch. As soon as they come up, we're going to brand them. We're going to roll. We're going to shadow brand. Shadow brand. There's more people here than normal. That's odd. Okay. Not complaining. It's just weird. All right, going to get rid of him. Now, here I usually like to brand, flash brand, just because it makes it a little bit quicker in time-wise. Simply because I can get two of them at once. However, oh, I didn't, like, go towards him like I was hoping it would. Unfortunately, he is going to get the hit there. Going to immediately just start mashing, attacking as fast as we can, and mashing to hit C as soon as we get the chance. We're going to flash brand because there's 3 people around us. At most, you can flash brand 3 people at a time, but or that's the amount of hit meter I'll give you anyways. We're going to actually, we want to brand him. It doesn't really matter because this area isn't too big of a threat time-wise, as long as you can get, because either way you're on a timer. And it's really a matter on if you can get the 2 areas cleaned up quickly. Now, here, surprisingly enough, there's actually a lot of people over here. They usually aren't. I don't think I really ever have this many people on here, so we're just gonna try and brand as many as we can, just so we don't have the problem of this dying. I've never had, like, lost this mission to this dying, but I don't want today to be, you know, trying something new like that. So he died, unfortunately. We wanted the brand, but sometimes you just don't get it. Which, honestly, that's a big thing that is really unfortunate in this run, is a lot of times enemies will... Your allies will kill enemies that you want to live. And the reason you want those enemies to live is usually because you're about to use them in a combo, and a lot of times your allies will kill them and make it where you just lose your combo. And it's really obnoxious. Like, there, that's my own fault, but still, like, I'm not expecting him to get knocked off the edge there. So it kind of throws me off my game a little. So here we're not really worried about too much. We are wanting to get over here. We are wanting to be about here, because it will make it where the enemy spawns on this side. So we're just going to clear him up with our bow. Make sure we're back up before he spawns. Oh, he actually spawned on the other side. That's odd. Either way, hopefully we have enough arrows right now, because I just used a lot trying to clear those guys out. So just on the off chance that I did not have the arrows for I just went for a Shadow Strike, which is only 2 arrows. I had 4, but it doesn't matter. So here, just same thing, just flash brand. However, this one you have to wait for your ring to wear off, so murder some people while you wait. Just kind of waste your time. Which is why I like him spawning on the other side more, because it gives me the opportunity to activate the ring, run towards him, and then hit him. So I've already started wasting part of my ring. I don't have to turn and go to the other side. Usually, if you were a little bit left of where I was at and a little bit further back towards the edge, usually he spawns from where I was at. But that time he just didn't feel like it. Will cost me about 5 seconds, though. So I was a little bit slow on that area in general. But so here, making sure you hit the bridge. If you miss the bridge and you drop down here, you're going to lose about 5 seconds just because you don't get the speed boost. Here, you're wanting to drop down as soon as you can, honestly, and just run over the rocks, up the wall. Up the wall. Look for the map. Is there any Caragors? Yes, it's a cage. Because there's no speed boost here. So grabbing this Caragor, sometimes it'll be here, sometimes it won't. It's a RNG spawn, but we get it this time. And we're just going to use spacebar. And as soon as you get up here, you want to let go of space, because otherwise you will run off the other side. I've done it a few too many times. So here, you want to just quickly brand down, brand one more guy, and then we're just going to start spamming flash brand. Is basically the whole goal. Just start spamming it. Trying to get... The reason we do flash brand here is because we want our combo as high as we can, as fast as we can. Because by the time we get to 20, usually you can get 2 people at once. And so now I'm at 10. I can hit you, spawn 5 people. Unfortunately, one of our guys died, so I have to get one more guy branded. But okay, so the archer just spawned up top. Oh, he didn't spawn. Okay. Usually the 2 archers have spawned by now. So, wondering why they're not there, but the archers usually will brand them just so our people aren't getting lit up. By arrows the whole time. Also because it keeps them pretty safe in general. Which they finally spawn. Usually they spawn a lot quicker than that. The reason we go for this one first is because there's these arrows right here. So if you need them, you can still get to the other guy because there's no arrows on this side. So that's why we do it that way. But right now I'm not going to worry about it because I don't need the arrows. And we're going to try and get over here as fast as we can. Oh. Well, that's just gonna... The reason we keep flash branding is because it keeps our combo hits high and makes it where we can keep our guys out of danger. And we're just wanting to keep, you know, our brands high. Honestly, we're not really worried about a whole lot right now. Like, a Karagor did spawn, which, honestly, just use our arrows, kill it. So this guy needs to die. Because we're going to stand in this little pocket here to manipulate the spawn of the chieftain. So that he'll spawn to our left, over here. And as soon as we get the chance, we're going to immediately use the Ring of Power that we've gotten from branding all these people in this area. Because we don't want him to see us. Because if he sees us, then he'll go into his little cutscene that costs us 10 seconds or more. So we're going to come over here, whack him 5 times, sometimes 4, depending on how lucky we are. And we're just going to doink one of his guys because we just have enough ring power to do so. So mainly we're just... There's a lot of wraith flashing in that area, as well as a mix of the shadow brand we learned earlier. And just kind of balancing out your arrows, which is why I only get 2 people at the beginning, shadow branded, and then go to the wraith flashes. That way, if I need to, I can use the shadow brand to get out of a sticky situation. And yeah, we're just gonna knock out another gold here. And we're just kind of barreling through this. But, you know, just trying to be, you know, simple. And it's a mix of a lot of small things and making them into bigger things. Like, all the stuff that I like is all just simple, easy mechanics. It's just doing them together. So here, always start out, brand all 3 guys, and then turn to him and brand him. And then run over here, clear him up. We have 4 arrows. So what's that mean? It means we're going to jump over the wall, jump over the fire, jump over the corner of this wall, jump over the corner of this wall, run over here, boom, and then bam. We're immediately going to flash brand. And we're going to try and keep that hit combo alive. Which I meant to actually flash brand again, but I messed up. So that's on me. Now here we're just going to come loose because we have guys around us to tank them for us. However, I made a mistake because I don't have arrows. So we could climb up there, get arrows. But we're going to go for the high risk play because... Oh, we just saw him jump away, so that's beautiful. Basically, what that came down to is... Oh my god! Can you jump down, Talion? Please not die. So there, we're just not going to worry too much because we got kind of lucky. And didn't have to actually have arrows. Right there, usually you want to have about 2 arrows. Here, you just need 1. Oh, it didn't fire. You drop the more guy flies, run out, and we get our man. Here. We're gonna drop down. More guy fly. More guy fly. Get our man. Now, notice our ring is just barely short, meaning that we need to grab one of the guys that's running away currently and quickly just shadow brand them while they're running away so we can get power for the ring, which is why we flash ran a lot in that first area, because usually that's where we get most of our thing for our ring. If we need more, we can, when you pick up more ring or more arrows in that second area, or the very last area that we did there. Now, this is going to be a little bit sticky because he's stuck between his two goons, so we need to make sure that we're focusing the camera on him as much as possible. We should have let him run forward more, but we messed up. So, right now we're just going to make sure that we get him. Okay, we got him. And then immediately flash brand. So, making sure that he gets hit with all but at least one at the least is super key there. Because otherwise, we will be absolutely screwed because we will not have gotten him. And so we'll have to worry about other things, such as we don't have power of the ring. How do we beat him? So it makes it really difficult because you are guaranteed the other two cutscenes from those chieftains if he survives, pretty much. So.
You speak from fear.
So
Udun slips from your fingers so easily.
Gaining a little bit more time. We're gonna fast travel up here. The reason we fast travel back is because it's a little bit faster than running. Also, while we're still up, we're gonna shoot the Karagor cage and immediately shadow strike to the Karagor with Z, and you'll immediately teleport to it, immediately get on it, and it's honestly the fastest way to move across that area. Plus, Karagors are the fastest way to move in the game. And then you can just drop down, hop off, walk back over, grab that, and we're saving time. Makes it real easy. Now, this area, you have to just pay attention to spawns. So, you know this guy's spawned here. Just go. We have another guy here, so we're immediately just going to flash brand to him. Now, because these two goons are here, we have to flash brand one of them and stop the other. Like, we have to, like, brand this guy ourselves with combat brand or something just to make sure that no one gets out of line and activates and raises the alarm. Because if they raise the alarm, you immediately lose this area. So, very key that you do that. So, our boy down here at the bottom didn't spawn. Okay, can you stop being dumb, Talion? I mean, Celebrimbor, honestly. So we're going to want to run. This guy pretty much always is one of them. At least from what I know. I'm going to crouch over. Sometimes more people spawn over here. So you want to be very careful. And he does not always spawn there. And with this guy here. So right now we're just kind of crouching around. Getting all the guys we can. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and shadow brand to him, even though we really don't want to. Because we don't want them telling the world that we're here. So we're actually gonna hit him once, combat brand. And because we saw this guy was down here, which is why we went for him and not someone else, and then we can combat brand down to here. Now we have... Oh, I messed up. Oh, wait. Yeah, I messed up. I just punted the entire run. Because I just wasted my ring of power. Because I was an idiot. So, you're supposed to wait. I just kind of was overthinking it. So, what you're supposed to do is wait for the animation where he's like talking to you and then attack him with the ring. But I'm like, oh shit, he spawned, and like kind of didn't, you know, kind of was dumb about it, to be honest. So if I lose here, that's completely on me. So this is definitely going much slower than it normally does. Also, I'm going to get knocked here, unfortunately, because the archers are a-holes in this game. Make sure you click correctly. Oh my god, he hit me again! You freaking dickhead! Like, that should be it, honestly. Thank God. Okay, well, we lost, like, all the advantage we had. Honestly, we lost all the extra time we had because I was dumb. Like, I should be another minute up on this. Ugh. Frustrating. So we're, instead of gaining time there and actually being, you know, ahead, we are going to lose a bit of time there, unfortunately. Otherwise, good run, but basically that last area is all about shadow branding, shadow strike, like, and just, you know, going from one person to the other and being very stealthy and just trying to, you know, be safe about it. Now here, you want to, I believe it's like right here. Yep. And just go right at that angle and just jump. And it makes it where you do the long fall, but you land on the platform with that. So we lost 55 seconds that last segment, instead of gaining probably about 30 seconds to a minute. Because I was too greedy with the ring and panicked a little. I will openly admit I made a mistake. I panicked. So typically you want to go for the guys on the ground. You can go for the bowman early if you want. I wouldn't recommend it though. Although, I would recommend conserving arrows as best you can after the first couple people. And then once you get to about half the people being down, then go to the archers. Boom. And now we just want to keep our combo meter as best as we can, because if we lose it, it makes this area a lot harder. Makes it significantly harder and makes it a lot harder, a lot faster. That's what I'm trying to say. Ugh. Could not speak there for a moment. My brain just was on the fritz. So we want to focus on any and all people that have bows, because they are going to be the biggest and most rude a-holes, because they will break our combo meter. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. So here we're just going to keep shadow branding, simply because we want as many people on our side in this area as possible. And we don't really want to have to fight people later on. Thankfully, we got this guy, because I wasn't actually expecting to get him around that corner. And we're going to boop him in the butt and brand him from behind, combat brand him. A lot that goes into this section, and unfortunately, one of our guys is way over there instead of being back where I want him to be. So, yeah, go over here. Fortunately, we're probably not going to get the lucky end of this, but all right, because I have so many people over here with me, it means I can do him and not have to worry about using the ring. I can save it for Gorfell, which, if I have a lot of enemies spawn over here with Tombhorn, then I will choose to use the power of the ring here instead. But because I didn't have any people spawn and I was able to dispatch them beforehand, we're just gonna start just wrecking him. Unfortunately, our own people being here is not gonna help either, but Gorfell is gonna spawn, and we're gonna save the ring for him. Although, if you want to go for the high variance play, because it's completely like RNG dependent, you can use the ring on Tombhorn and basically just pray that your guys kill Gorfell, which is a thing that does happen every now and then. And when it happens, it's fantastic because it saves a lot of time. However, this is the most consistent way that I've found to do this area and still make time saves. So we want to shadow to a guy, go around the corner, and we're just going to start executing. We don't care about anything else because the branding of him is literally only at the end, so who cares? Just murder. Mark him. Alright, we're immediately going to start matching because what we're wanting to do is roll away. We get the roll, we immediately hit M to cancel the animation of Sauron yelling at us. And even with the bug I just mentioned, how you can get a really good time if you get like the bug where they kill Gorfell for you. I just got my best time ever, which is better than the time that Gorfell fell for me. And so finally we're jumping into the last section with Sauron. It's a lot of combat. We can skip this, so mash escape there once it goes into that. All right, so this, we want to hit him as much as we can. However, we don't want to there's something that we need to do at the end of the ring, power of the ring. So we want to hit F as many times as we can, just so we're not being repetitive next time we use the ring and having to get more stabs on him. So we're going to hit one more time. And we did not get it off in time, but it's going to be okay. So what I was trying to do was hit him one more time before, you know, he could hit us or anything and get like the stuff for the ring. So here we're gonna use the ring again because that's the only way to beat him. So could have done a little bit better. Was a little sloppy, but it's fine. A little sloppy jalopy. All right, 3804. We're a little bit behind. Well, actually we're a little bit ahead, I think. I have like, you know, world record pace. But, you know, we're gonna ham a punch. Usually want to try and shadow brand someone right before the expiration of the ring, because it will go towards your next power of the ring. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it there, so you weren't able to see it there. But we're gonna go around. We're gonna brand the archer's very first thing. One, because it charges our power of the ring, which is the main thing for this fight. And two, because they help actually shoot the enemies here. So we're going to get our brands in, get our power of the ring, and we're always go for Tombhorn, the archer, because he has poison arrows that will make it impossible to keep your combos. So we're going to just go to him and just execute the crap out of him. That's all we care about. And then we're going to flash brand as soon as he's dead to get that power of the ring from someone else without having to actually use our arrows, which is the whole reason why I was talking about with Sauron, how it'd save us just a little bit of time just because we get one extra brand. That's not who I was wanting to go for, so that's unfortunate. All right, so next, usually we want to go for, I don't remember his name, but the guy with the spear. However, he's not close to us, so we're just going to light up whoever we can. We're going to get them both pretty good. We don't actually want to kill them ourselves, except for Tombhorn. Mainly because we want the archers to kill them, because when the archers kill them, there's a 50-50 chance of no animation for their death. If we kill them, there's always an animation. Also, yet again, going for the not the direction I'm aiming. Really kind of annoying, honestly. But it should be fine. Oh my god, he just keeps getting in the way, Gorfell. Come on, my dude. I'm going for the guy on the ground, and you... See, 2 just went down, and we didn't get the animations for it. That's what I was kind of talking about. And so we're just going to hit these guys as best we can here. Try and get them as low as freaking possible. Not quite getting what we wanted, but it'll work. Get back here. I need these brands, man. So the one thing I'm disappointed in is that the archers have not killed either of them yet. And I really don't want to have to use the ring here. But I can. Can you hit the right guy? My god. I'm literally trying to hit him in a cough in the back and just wouldn't. So we're going to try and save the ring here. It's super, super greedy, and I won't lie about this, but because we've lost time here. We've lost time in this section because the archers did not kill him. However, we got 2 minutes, 10 seconds to deal with Sauron, and we have full ring already, so that's going to help. So he is going to respawn one guy. So here, we do not want to worry about the enemies besides Sauron. We're going to ignore him. We're going to hit 2. We're going to come over to Sauron, and we're only going to hit him twice. Now, why twice? Because if you hit him more than twice, then he respawns Tombhorn, and he is our biggest, worst, most evil enemy to play against because of his poison arrows. So we're going to wait till the end of times and immediately brand to a guy. Saw that there's a guy spawning over here. There's the spawn. We got 2 off there, so that's actually really good. Because sometimes if you do it just right on the timing, you can get 2 people off in that time where really you can only get 1 if you're not quick about it and don't get the proper timing. Get the brand. Now here, we want to lure Sauron a little bit away from everyone if possible, because if we miss a single attack on him, then the basically the run is dead. Well, for me trying to like better my time right now, which actually I wasn't even going for a betterment of my time, but if it happens, it happens. But because it's very precise on this last, because we only hit him twice, very precise on. And then we just smack him. And the reason, because you have to hit every execution on him there. And wow, okay. Me explaining it, actually, I didn't time it properly, but New record. Just trying to explain the run there. Okay. 44-28, and we'll take it. So, as I was trying to say, we ignore the enemies and we only hit them twice there because otherwise you have to go through long cutscenes where he's respawning multiple people. As long as he brings back the poison archer, Tombhorn, who is one of the hardest people to kill. However, we're going to take a 44-28, and that's going to be me explaining the run. And that's weirdly enough a new record for it, too. So, hell. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope this, at least a little bit helps explain some of the tricks why I do things. I honestly wasn't trying to go for like super speed there. I was just kind of like taking it more casually. I wasn't doing the tricks multiple times to show them off, but hey, we'll take it. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow.